Hey everybody. So one thing that I haven't shown so much about in the past, and some of you have been probably wondering about, is how do you make it so that everything is really precise? So what I've done is I've gone into the sketch and let me actually remove a few of these dimensions because I'll show you how I came up with these. But essentially, you can use the dimension tool to be very accurate about what everything is. So this right here is the dimension tool. You can see it right there. And if I click on the outside of the circle, this symbol right there is, it means diameter. And so I've set that diameter to be 20 millimeters. But let's say I want the diameter instead to be 25 millimeters. Well, I just click on the dimension, change it, and it's good to go. And you know, if I could theoretically take anything in my drawing and kind of move it around and use these dimensions to very accurately place it with respect to other things. So I'll show you just one more example. Let's say I wanted to make a square where it was 8 millimeters to the side. All right, so the first thing I might do is go here, and it was pretty close, so I'll make that 8 millimeters. And I could make this also 8 millimeters. But the other thing to know is maybe I want to very accurately place it so that it's how about 10 millimeters away from this surface right here. So I can click on this line. Oops, I can click on this line segment and then this line, and I get, come on, click here, and then this line right there. And so now you can sort of see that it's giving me the option to set that distance to be exact. And so now I can say I definitely want that to be 10 millimeters. And I could also, if I wanted to, say that I want this line segment to be a particular distance away from this line segment, just again using the dimension tool. So there's that, and now I could make it so that that is, again, just whatever measurement I want. Okay? I'm going to delete those because I don't want a random square in my part. Okay, what I would like to now give you the challenge of doing is trying to reproduce this particular part using an orthographic view. But I'm going to show you that you can actually create an orthographic view in a different way than what I showed you in the last video. So I can go down here, create a drawing, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the ANSI template for making my orthographic view. And I'm going to put my part into the drawing, just like that. And so you can see this gives me the drawing of what I started with. Now, this is using the third angle projection. Remember the idea of taking the object and rotating it along the inside of a bowl? If I actually move this to the right, it's going to give me the right view of my part. If I move it to the left, if I click and then move it to the left, it will automatically give me the left view of my part. I can click it again and move above and get the top view, and then I can do one more time to get the bottom view. Okay, very straightforward. And now we are seeing all four sides of my part. And if I wanted to, I could now add some dimensions so that if someone wanted to make this part, they actually could. So maybe I want to indicate diameter of this hole, diameter of this, radius of this fillet, same thing right here, radius of that fillet, and so on. So I could just start going around and finding dimensions of different portions of my object, and this then gives me the dimensions I might need in order to make it. Okay, so your task is to look at this particular object the way I have defined it, and I'm right now going about and giving you some dimensions that you might try to come up with. And what I want you to do is actually create this object in 3D so that when you then go to create it as an orthographic view, it has the same orthographic view as what you see here. All right, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.